Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Scandinavia. In the last episode, we continued to absorb the last little bits of territory that we need in the de jure Empire of Scandinavia. This little county right there, and the Duchy of Karelia right there. We still have this little piece, and this bit, and that bit right there that need to be absorbed. And then we'll have our entire de jure empire under our control, and then we can look elsewhere for further expansion opportunities. Now, at the end of the episode, I made a bit of a goof. I somehow accidentally gave the Duke of Karelia this county here, which I did not want to do. In fact, I thought I canceled it when I accidentally selected it. So, but apparently I didn't. Oh well. So what I did was I retracted that guy from Finland, which has made Finland a bit cranky, but now they can deal with it. And I'm going to need to now revoke this title. But I can't do it just yet because I need to wait a year. So I'll have to wait a year, and then I can revoke the title and get that back where it belongs. And, yeah. You should be alright. Yeah, I know I can transfer it. And create Kingdom of Estonia, Kingdom of Novgorod, Kingdom of Wales, Duchy. That might not be a bad duchy to create. Now, thing is, it's kind of split between Sweden, this guy, and Finland. So I don't know if it really would be a good idea to make that title. I could create Holstein. And then I could give that to the king of Denmark to do with as he sees fit. And I really should probably transfer this vassal to Denmark. This guy. Yeah, there you go. And I will go ahead and create that title. And then I'll give it to the king. And then that guy can deal with that as he sees fit. So. We have a year to burn. And let me just check my succession. Okay, that's fine. My son Finn is my heir. How the kids done? No genetic traits. You got both intelligent and hale. Okay, but no sons yet. My paths happen to have crossed with Duke Odd, and to my surprise, it seems as though he does not have a great impression of my friend Haldora. Let me tell you a story about Haldora. I guess we will try 70% chance it improves. I tried to paint Haldor in the best possible light, and Duke Odd gradually started listening with greater and greater interest. When he muttered, "I never knew that," to himself, I knew I had made an impression. Excellent. Lose some stress. Having served me faithfully as my spy master, I entrusted Duke Liama with the ability to travel freely within my court. However, I have now learned he has taken advantage of my hospitality by being indiscreet with my daughter, Praxida. Well, I mean... Let's see. Loses 30 opinion. I would say it would be a shame if this got out. That gives me a hook, I believe. We can blackmail you. There you go. Scandalous priest. No, whatever. Okay, I can use the sell titles decision. We'll probably never do that. I got all kinds of stuff I can do here. My daughter-in-law has given birth to a son. Rond. Alright. Yeah, we're being invited to a feast. Hold on. I want to see, could I revoke... Grandmaster loses 40 opinion. I thought I gave them some other leases. Oh, I'm at an activity already. So I can't do it until I actually finish the feast. Alright, the feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my Epicurean acquaintance, Countess Gudrun. She inquires about my opinion on sugary treats, a subject she is deeply interested in herself. Sure, we'll get some opinion points there. I want to demand payment. Tell Count Hakon had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Nearly rising from his seat proved too much for him, and I am covered in stinking vomit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Ugh, that's a huge pile of stress. Alright, I lose 77 stress. But there it goes again. A dangerous faction. That's unfortunate. King of Sweden. Let's try to sway the King of Sweden. Can I just send you a gift? 221 gold. Fine. 56 opinion is pretty decent. That does appear to have knocked him out of the faction. There we go. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm have gathered for a feast, my emperor. Duchess Thordis continues, it would benefit you, not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast, if this was remedied soon. Yeah, we could hold a feast. Sure. We just were at one, but always use another. That's expensive. Feast. The high table breaks. What's this? The great table seating the upper nobility on the dais gave a loud crack, and a moment later it gave in under the weight of the food and gilded decoration. As my most distinguished guests and I had to be fitted in among the lower nobility, I ended up close to my son and heir Finn. Duke Liama took it poorly, however, and told everyone it was a grave injustice to be seated with lords and ladies barely better than commoners. Acting quite the opposite, Duke Helge displayed grace and humility among his lessers. Finn and I ended up talking all evening and agreed it should not be the last time we feasted and laughed in each other's company. Okay, so we've become friends with our own son. That's good. Alright. I gained the trait Famous Reveler. My friend, Duchess Thordis, seems to be still recovering from the feast I promised her, but she is in a good mood nonetheless. Good. Keep my vassals happy. Even if it did cost a giant pile of cash. Alright, so. Now. Revoke the lease. That I now actually have control of this holding. And it will provide me with levies and cash. Except that I actually have to grant that to a low noble. There we go. Because it's a city. What? Prince Finn, yes. Why did I lose my candidates? Prince Finn. Huh, there we go. Weird. Ooh, I can change your contract because I have a hook on you now. I demand higher taxes. There we go. All right. Let's see. The Holy Order wants a new location. And where is that? That's fine. You can have that all day. Speaking of things that I need to get back. Revoke title. There we go. Alright, and now you're still at 100. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to grant you Corellia. There we go. My daughter-in-law, Irina, has given birth to a son. That's Finn's son. Olav. Yes. Okay. So, what I want to do, Prince Finn, you have a son. I am going to educate the child. We got to see what kind of childhood trait the kid gets. Alright, finally, Praxida can marry. The weakness has plagued my daughter since her birth has finally released its hold on her. Relief washes over me as I see Ragnhild running around with all the other children. Excellent. You might be an emperor, but you're also a blathering knave. The unprovoked anger expressed by my wife comes as a complete surprise. She has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this... But it caused me to lose a bunch of stress. I got a big pile of cash. The entourage from Duke Savina of Karelia stopped some way away from Oslo. Before I have time to send out an envoy, something is launched from their camp towards my castle. A mangled body, ravaged by disease, falls from the sky, skin marred by rashes and bumps that can be seen even from where I am standing. Lands with a squelch, spreading blood, intestines, and panic. This body should be studied. One of your courtiers contracts a disease. Yeah. Smallpox. Mitrofan? One of my champions. One of my very good champions. I do have a court physician, do I not? I do. And I think... No, that was a different person who died. Alright, King of Finland. Sure. Yeah, low county control. I kind of guessed. Let's see. You need to then improve that. Dragonhild, a free tenant, renting some of my land in Vestfold, has pulled in an exceptional harvest this season due to her meticulous planning. She wishes to use some of her profits to purchase a piece of my estate from me so that she can build upon her success and grow more crops next year. I bring her into my court. 26-year-old, intelligent. You can pay me in hard coin, the land is hers. Control level will change by -20. We can bring her into court. Do I have anybody I could potentially marry her off to? Okay. I have no idea what that was. I discovered that Count Goodlake's inherited contract obliges him to more than you have collected. increases taxes then. I'm being called to war by who? Zaria. Against who? It's a rebellion that you have, huh? Decline. Now I lost who that person was. There she is, Ragnhild. Alright. So, could we marry her off to someone? Perhaps someone in our dynasty. It doesn't look like it. Oh well, that's fine. Alright. Vultures discovered the fascination hurts. Excellent. No, I want to be working on mangonel. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and add Lascarls. Bring it up to maximum size. And there we go, my avaricious trait. Let's see. I guess I can focus on some martial lifestyle at this point. Another feast. Duke Liam announced a slight delay to the serving of food, and Oya looks ready to burst with frustration. I'll burn off the stress. What right does Count Bias think he has to claim that my ideas of warfare are misguided? Claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is met. What does he know, really? Alright, before this guy actually develops any kind of alliances, I want to declare war. Let's see, do I do a holy war or a conquest? That's a lot. Prestige. These de jure County. No. No, I don't want to press any of your claims. A mayor has claims on that entire... No. No, 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 no. Just a straight conquest of the duchy should be fine. Significantly inferior troops. There's all of your army. We're going to mass into one giant pile. Yet another soul's been cursed with smallpox. My poor daughter Astrid is fighting for her life. Take some drastic measures. Disastrous mistreatment. We'll chastise our physician. He's really just some random courtier we picked. Duke Osto has proven himself highly capable, especially in academic matters. There's some projects I would like to undertake in the county of Novgorod, my liege, with your blessing, of course. Go for it. Ida comes of age. You're robust. Let's see, could I get you a good intelligence trait? Well, there's a 12-year-old who would lead to an alliance that has intelligent. You know what, we'll go ahead and arrange that betrothal. My daughter Grima, it now has the smallpox. Drastic measures. Another disastrous mistreatment. Alright, we're gonna fight a battle here. Alright. Good. Alright, so my army I'm going to split down. And probably split in half again. Alright, let's send the 6,000 troops to their capital. Let's send the other two armies up here to start work. My daughter Regenhild is fighting for her life. Drastic measures. Well, she managed to cure Regenhild. Strategical impasse. I am sitting around the map table with Duke Halston and King Haakon discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Austin eagerly points out that all of our prime targets... Points out all the prime targets we should immediately send raiding parties to pillage, while Haken explains how we need to watch what our foes do and respond accordingly. I know how we can employ both strategies, apparently. I'm about to say you can go somewhere else. But yeah, you can go somewhere else. It's going to take 11 months to siege. No, I'm not joining any other wars. All right then. Let's see. Princess Astrid has died. Alright, we'll go ahead and try and get rid of that stress. Alright, the outbreak of smallpox, which has ravaged my court, is finally over. Alright, we only lost one of our daughters. My lord, my emperor, requires some financing. My vassal, Duke Halston, looks at me fervently before continuing. Maybe you're willing to make concessions, please? I know that you have the means to help me. How much money do you have? Yeah, you kind of do need some cash. But I'm in the middle of fighting a war, and I'm losing money. I cannot afford that. Yeah, I can't afford to pay him any money. Alright, so we've sieged that. Alright, my daughter Freya has given birth to a son. Okay, the county control task has been finished. See if we can help clean up the control issues that we're having. I'm gonna go ahead and disband that army. Alright. Though I will surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker, my library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I've recently acquired a tome on the Great Battle of Tours, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secrets it holds. Attempt to translate the old scroll. Even with the help of a dusty glossary, the scroll is reluctant to share its secrets, but I press on. As the night progresses, the most incredible story unfolds before me. In the Battle of Red Cliffs, the warlord, Cao Cao, oh, this is from China? Three Kingdoms period. Chained his ships from stem to stem From stem to stern to combat seasickness. Commander of the opposing Sun Liu forces, fine guy, saw his chance to send a feigned letter of surrender. Then he prepared a squadron of ships, filling them with kindling and oils, and let the wind carry them towards Cao Cao. As the crewless ships approached the enemy fleet, they were set ablaze, resulting in the fiery deaths of countless men. Yeah. A very familiar battle to anybody who's played the Dynasty Warriors series. Or read the books in question, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Let's see. Martial +1, learning +1. Study the battle. There we go. Siege complete. I'm going to go ahead and have you disband. So I can avoid as much attrition as possible. Now, what are you thinking you're going to do? Let's re-raise the army. March a couple armies around. Oh, war's over. Okay, so you are now a vassal. Give me all your money. Okay, so does your kingdoms... Grant vassal. There you go. All right. So I think this is a good spot to go ahead and end the episode. We just have one more little bit to take right about there. But we now have a truce. So we'll have to wait a little bit. But it's coming along. Maybe we'll head over in this direction. The Queen of Aquitaine? Ooh. That's potentially a problem. Now, that's a kingdom. Right? Oh, Aquitaine is just here? Is that a rebellion? I think that's a No, that's a completely separate kingdom. Empire. Okay, that's interesting. The Empire of France is the title is held by a guy who barely holds any land. That's interesting. Oh. Oh. Odd. All right, but we're going to stop here for today. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.